Why do I have bloodshot red eyes though? Whenever I do smoky eyes, this is how my eyes turn out to be pink. My grandma is the definition of sprinkle sprinkle. Like this is not um Barbara the Builder. No, my grandma was not Barbara the Builder. Hi, hi. How you guys doing? I hope you are doing fantastic because we are headed into 2024 and I'm praying that 2024 is going to be totally different from 2023 because boy oh boy it was a year to reckon with. I'll tell you that. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, babe, what are you doing? Like seriously, what are you doing? So please make sure you subscribe. I'm counting on that subscription. Like my life depends on it. I'm not even going to lie. Back to what we wanted to talk about today. So, my guys, 2023 has been the mother of all years. I'll let you know, like 2023 has been the mother of godmothers, of godmothers of all years. It has been hell. Even during the quarantine, it wasn't hard the way it is right now. But we want to get into 2024 very bright, like there's sunshine on us, and we want that sunshine to be, rays. Me and my grandma are very close, so anytime we get to be together, spend some time together, we talk about a lot of things. And over my lifetime that I've lived with her since I don't know I was a kid until I became an adult, she has been teaching me things that I wish I had put into consideration, but I want you guys to put these things into consideration as you get into 2024, especially about relationships. Relationships cover like the most bigger percentage of our life, be it with our fellow gender or with an opposite gender. It covers our life, and it is just like politics. We need to talk about it. We can't run away from it. So with that being said, I'm here to give you tips from my own grandma. She is 70, guys, so y'all better take this into consideration because the last time I checked, she has wisdom. And oh, she was a teacher, so she has more than wisdom to dish out. And she was the favorite teacher that every kid wanted to relate to. Like everyone wanted to be just her friend. It beats me. Not always afraid to ask her questions, be it intimate that I feel like I shouldn't. I always do ask. So these are the things that you should carry into 2024 when you are starting a relationship or when you are in a relationship. Number one, do not, under any circumstances, clean this man's house, however tempting it is. Whether you have OCD, that you need everything to be in its place, whether you are a clean freak and you need your place to be clean or wherever you're sitting is clean, he should know that you love a clean place. So you coming into his space, he should clean the place. It is not your duty as a girlfriend to clean the place. Number two, do not cook for him. Kindly listen. I wished I had listened to this because I have this guy who I used to cook for and he loved my food. So anytime he needed a specific meal that his girlfriend, yes, would not cook, he would call me to cook for him. At that time, I am the best thing that ever happened in his life. So I was an option, like let me just say I was a chef who was not being paid. Or maybe I was being paid with, a CX, but I was only important to him when I could cook something that his girlfriend cannot cook. Number three, do not do his laundry. You're not his mother. That is self-explanatory. If he wants his clothes clean, let him do for himself. or let him hire someone else to do it. The reason I'm saying do not do all this is because generally we women, we can take care of ourselves. We can clean, we can cook, and we can wash, right? And men in Africa, these days it's changing. They were taught that the kitchen and the house maintenance is for the women. And for that reason, most of them get into a relationship and they get into like numerous relationships. So there's one who cooks, there's one who cleans, there's one who giving the conjugal things that he need, different types of things. So do not do his laundries, please. If you must, that is up to you. I honestly do not know what's going on with my microphone because it's giving a different voice than I intend to. And if I don't use it, there's going to be echo in my background, and that is something that I really not comfortable with, but I'll try.
Number four, which is very important, apart from all those things that I mentioned, right? Do not become an option. Know when you're an option and leave. When he stops treating you as a priority, not as an option. When you are the only option, you are the priority. But when you are an option where if you don't do it, someone else is going to do it, you're no longer a priority. So if you are no longer a priority to someone, know that and leave. Do not stick there thinking that he will change and see this essence of you in that relationship. Honey, he's not going to do it. So walk.
Number five, do not think that being introduced to the family members, you've made it. Honey, you have not even started the journey. You've not even started the war. I have a brother, and there is this saying in our mother tongue that a mother-in-law is like a vehicle, or let's say a train. Anyone that gets in is welcomed, however full it is, whether it is overloaded. The mother-in-law is always going to welcome a new person. So how you're going to be treated depends with how full your pocket is. So believe you me, it's not only on the mother side where the lady comes from, it's also on the mother side where the son comes from. So being introduced to the family members is not an achievement. It does not guarantee you that you guys are going to be there for life. So don't kill yourself trying to build something that is already broken. Number six, do not be the one who initiates communication every now and then. This is from an experience I have had. I used to be the one who starts the conversation. I used to be the one who reaches out, not knowing that the person I'm trying so hard to keep, I'm trying so hard to talk to, is already moved on and is with another person. And oh, did I mention that she's pregnant and almost putting to bed? So don't be the first one to always initiate conversation. When he loves you, he will create that time for you. However busy his schedule is, he will have time for the person that he loves. My storage ran out. It's still going to run out, but let's move. Number eight. Do not take a female picking up his phone a mistake. It is what you're thinking. If you're feeling or if your instincts are telling you that that is another woman in his life, take it like that. Because why would another lady be picking your phones, your calls? It's not done. It's not right. So whatever you're thinking, honey, it is what it is. Think it like that and make a sound decision. Number nine, do not put his friends close to you. because these are the people who knows what he's doing, knows the ladies in his life, but will never tell you. You'll be the main chick, you'll be the one that they love, you'll be the one they want to get close to. Do not get used or get close to his friends. It is a trap. Number 10, do not change who you are, what you are, how you look, how you dress. Do not change who you are to fit into the category of what he wants. If that whatever he's describing that he wants you to look like, there's a lady somewhere who looks like that, who have all those characters of what he wants. Let him go out there and look for that lady. As for you, do not change to make him happy. Listen, however you change, you're never going to be enough. So don't try to be enough when you're not going to be enough. That, I'm speaking from experience. It doesn't end well. You'll always be the second best. So don't try to be the best if you weren't the best to begin with. Number 11. Do not shout. Do not throw a fit. Do not throw a tantrum when you have realized that he's cheating on you. Have you ever realized that when your man is cheating on you and you found out and confronted the guy, they apologize? But what follows next is the level of their confidence while cheating and the audacity. The level of the audacity grows, and they now do it knowing that you care, and when you care, you throw a fit, and they love that attention. They love the attention that their girl is jealous and they have attention for another lady. So, best thing, pretend like it never happened and try to find your way out. I hope I'm speaking to someone because when I was taught these things, I thought they didn't matter. They did matter. Number 12. Do not accept an ex back. This is a sign of a toxic person. A toxic person always wants to get control of the person who they are involved with. And since you were that person who was so gullible to be taken control over, and the person that they have now found cannot be taken control over, it is you they will run coming back to. And if it is not all about that, you were the best thing that ever happened in their life. But it's not the best thing that happens in their life that changes their life. No, it is that thing that will take their bullshit and swallow it. Remember, you're not a dog. You don't lick your vomit. Number 13, I found this very funny, and when she was saying it, I was laughing all through. Do not engage in sex with your partner if he or she does not satisfy you. If he is not able to satisfy you, he is not also allowed to reach the climax. So, whatever you do with that information is up to you. This one, I thought it was kind of selfish, but it made sense. Do not go for the one you love. Go for the one who loves you. When a man loves you, they express it like they're the easiest people to express when they are in love with someone else. And I do realize that at times we don't know how to differentiate between love and lust. But if you know how to differentiate between love and lust, I would suggest you go for the one who loves you. Believe you me, it is satisfying to be loved. Personally, I love being loved. I love reciprocating the love, but I love being loved. I love being cherished. I love being adored. So if you find a man who's willing to do that, go for that person. Don't look at the pocket. That is don't go for the pockets, honey. It doesn't end well. Have you realized that these people who made it in life, They don't have souls. They don't have a heart. They see everything as a project. They see everything as a business deal. I just wanted to let you know. If you didn't know, now you know. Number 15. Do not date your best friend. Your friend's friend. Your relative's friend. Your friend's relatives. Because I'm going to be very honest with you. The probability of that relationship working is very tiny. The probability of you guys being together for a long time is very narrow. And if it goes far, it's going to be toxic because just imagine this. Your friend literally knows everything about you. Your best friend knows you. Your friend knows you. So if anything should happen in the relationship, your friend won't take your side. They will take the side of their friends, the ones you're dating, and the side of their relatives, the ones you're dating. Your best friend will take advantage of everything that they know about you and will use it against you. So, as I said before, do not date your best friend. I think that's the best thing that ever happened to me. I never dated any of my friends or my best friends or my friends' relatives or that sort. It that is just too messy to be. Number 16. Create boundaries in the beginning of your relationship, or maybe before you get into a relationship. Create those boundaries so that you don't make each other uncomfortable with your trauma experiences or your past experiences where you did not create boundaries. Make sure when you're walking into a new relationship, create that boundary as early as it starts so that no one can cross over another person's boundary. Number 17. Oh, I love this one because I did not listen and it bit me in my big ass. Do not, in capital letters. I don't know if you're seeing my expressions. Do not, under any circumstance, lend your money to the opposite gender or your partner. Did I make that loud enough for you to listen and to hear loud and clear? Do not lend your partner or the opposite gender your money. The chances of you getting that money back is actually nil. This gender does not refund. And when you're lending your partner, honey, it's not going to come back because kiendacho kwa mganga hakirudi. Whatever goes to the witch doctor does not come back. Number 18. Bear with me, we're almost done. Know your relatives. I am one who doesn't like my relatives, but I know them. I know my step brothers and sisters. I know my step cousins and all that. But I keep them at a very, very far distance. The reason why I'm saying this is for you to avoid the embarrassment of being told like that is your step brother or that is your cousin or that is your long whatever relative. Just get to know them. Even if you don't want to be close to them, just getting to know them is enough to avoid any embarrassment or heartbreak at the end of it all. Know your relatives. Very important. Number 19. Keep your friends and your relatives off your relationship. Not all of them are happy for you in that relationship. As I said, keep his friends off, keep your friends off your relationship. Most of it that I've seen, they haven't ended well. Number 20, which is last but not least, do not rush into making babies or having babies because you never know where the relationship is headed unless you are like wanting to have a baby, which is your own decision. But for me, when you are getting into a relationship, making babies should be the last option in that relationship. Make sure that he puts a title onto that relationship. Make sure you know what he wants into that relationship. Make sure that you know your place in the relationship before you start thinking of making babies. I've said my own. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the time I had today. I hope you've learned something. I hope something has transformed your view. If it hasn't, well, I don't care. Of course, I do care. So, baby boys, make sure that whatever it is that I've mentioned, the ones that you think should apply to you, I'm not pushing it onto your face. Whatever you think should apply to you, let it apply to you. Honey, my grandma told me this. I made a lot of mistakes thinking that our generation is different, but I ended up realizing that her input in whatever it is that I was going on in my life, regardless of the fact that I wanted her out of it, I should have considered it. I considered it and I'm having a happy relationship. I'm not going to lie to you. So I've decided to let you know so that when you are joining or getting into 2024, you have a goal in your relationship because, as I said before, it is part of our life, regardless of how we see it, regardless of how we put it. So, until I see you next time, that has been my time. Have a blessed, blessed new year. Bye.